Hi, welcome to Body Shaping with Grace. I'm Grace. I bet you think this video is going to be talking about exercise, or what I refer to as the E word. Oh, hell no. I try to stick with talking about things I'm familiar with, so we're going to go in a completely different direction. I am talking about the new Body Shaper. It works quickly, it works well, and it's inexpensive. It doesn't require you to run around doing comparison shopping at sporting goods stores. It doesn't require you to rearrange furniture, break the bank, break out in hives, or convince yourself, let alone somebody else, that you're actually going to stick with it this time. No, you can forget all that. This is the new Body Shaper that my sister-in-law recommended. And frankly, if she hadn't recommended it, I would have never given it the time of day because it's ugly. When I first saw it, it reminded me of a hand towel size ace bandage for seniors. Nothing pretty about it, but she just raved, so I thought, all right, I'll give it a shot. It's actually one of those as seen on TV products. I know you roll your eyes, I would have too. And I wish I really would have bought it, during an infomercial, because I could have gotten two for the price of one. And in the, but wait, that's not all section of the infomercial, I could have had some strange little companion piece thrown in there for free. Well, except for the fees for processing and handling. But sometimes you just got to strike while the iron's hot, and when you want it, you want it. So I bought it in the strange stuff section at B&B. And this is what it looks like. Kid you not. It's ugly. It works with your own bra. That's a good thing, and we'll talk more about it later. Now, when I got this home and I'm checking it out and looking at it, I realized that there's another product that's been out in the market for quite some time. It's a little pricey, though. That particular product is called Spanx. S-P-A-N-X. Spanx. Now, when I started thinking about that, I just kind of visualize some executive conversation going on, maybe before they even name their product. It might have gone something like this. Clarice, marketing data shows, now this includes numerous straw polls, but the marketing data shows that women just don't want to wear corsets. It's going to take discipline. They're going to need to have some discipline to wear this product. Hannibal, that's wonderful. That's it. If women need Spanx to improve their silhouette, well, so be it. And every time she wears our product, she'll spank herself. Oh, fabulous. We've named it, and we're giving them the discipline that they need to wear this. What do you think? Something like that? Kinky conversation, but obviously very effective because they sell a lot of Spanx. But today, we're talking about the cheap cousin that lives on the wrong side of the tracks. Now, when I got this home, I took a look at the box, and it made 3 claims. First, of course, the one that caught my eye, the quickest. Look up to 10 to 20 pounds thinner instantly. Okay, that's crazy talk, ladies. We all know that the only thing that's going to do that is lipo, and this is a hell of a long ways from lipo, okay? We also know that to really lose 10 to 20 pounds, let's say in that torso area, we'd have to be dieting and losing what? 40 pounds overall to actually get 10 to 20 from where we really want it to come from. So I'm kind of throwing the BS flag down on that. Now, I will tell you that folks close to you, once you start wearing it, will notice that something looks better, but they really won't be able to put their finger on it. Well, maybe they will, but they really won't know that something looks better. And that's about all they're going to be able to figure out. Now, claim number 2, smooths and slims, no more bulges. Absolutely true. This really does do that. Picture the over-the-shoulder boulder holder meets up with the torso tucker-upper. It kind of works in unison. This particular one works, again, with your own bra. It does that very well. This I guess, non-surgical torso enhancement, if you will, it kind of works along the same principle as a rubber band on a newspaper. When you've got a rolled up newspaper and a rubber band on it, everything's right with the world. Nice and tight, snug, looks good, right? Take the rubber band off, the paper unfolds, nothing but bad news. Yeah, same principle. Looking good, feeling good when I got it on, when I get home from work and I take it off. Frankly, I feel like a farmer taking off her overalls and it's painfully obvious to me that I've got a big beer gut. And for some reason, the theme song to Green Acres pops in my head. It's kind of a weird little thing. But it definitely does smooth and slim, no more bulges. Now, the third claim is its ultra comfortable, flexible microfiber design. Ultra comfortable? No, it's not ultra, but it is somewhat comfortable, or I wouldn't wear it. But let's first talk about that microfiber design. Yeah, it has a bunch of these little miniature holes throughout the garment. Again, picture it kind of an ace bandage, right? Form-fitting ace bandage. And it has to have that because at the end of the day, when you get home, if it didn't and your skin couldn't breathe, it'd be like peeling off a wet one-piece bathing suit. Oh, that feels like hell. And if that happened too often, I think about bathing suits and it would trigger my PTSD on that subject, and I'd never have anything to do with this product. So it definitely does have this breathable material. Now, ultra comfortable and flexible. All right, ladies, let's be honest. When we are reshaping our personal real estate with a garment, it's going to take some rigor. It needs some rigidity to the material, right? That's really to be expected. So when you think about it, it's kind of like, well, I guess I look at this body shaper as sort of a heavy-duty sausage casing. You're going to need some firm casing to keep the sausage in. And if the casing's too flimsy, the sausage falls out and it's not a good outcome. Right, ladies? Right, ladies? Okay, has your mind wandered? Come on back. Come on back. So, you know where I'm going with this? So, come on. We've got to be realistic. It needs to work. It needs to be fairly comfortable. But we're not having surgery here. We're just kind of getting the body to look a little better with a strange-looking undergarment. Okay? But it does do that. It does do that. Now, this is one of those really odd little things that when I opened up the box, there was actually instructions. I kid you not. Instructions on how to wear it. I mean, how often do you buy a piece of clothing and there's instructions on how to wear it? But, it's a good thing that I looked at the instructions, because the first thing was step 1, which is not what I would have done, is to step into this new body shaper and pull the garment up. Ladies, this is important. Okay, again, it works with your bra. Step into it and get up. It's going to take, again, some arm and some hand strength, because it's sucking in, all right? And the more you got to suck in, the harder this little thing's going to work. So step into it. Now, of course, I'm always one to push the envelope. So naturally, I had to try it one day, putting it, down over my head, thinking, God, it has to be easier to put it down over my head and tug it down versus pulling it up. Oh, this would not be one of those times. Because, of course, in my case, in everybody's case, we're going to have some obstacles, some bigger than others, when it comes to that. And that just was not a pretty sight. And I will also give you a hint. Try to actually be awake when you put this thing on. Because if you put it on without putting your bra on first, it will wake you up long before your first cup of coffee. And it's, whoa! It's like, whoo! So, I only did that once. The other thing is, it's best that you put this on and then put your pants on. If you've already got your jeans on and like, oh crap, I forgot to put my body shaper on, and then you get it out and try to step into it, maybe you can do it without going to the ER if you've had yoga for a year or two. But again, really wouldn't recommend it. The other thing that it talks about is washing instructions. Okay, nothing unusual there. But when it tells you that it's machine washable, but don't put it in the dryer, you need to pay attention to that. Because if you forget and you're just shoving the load out of the washer, shoving it into the dryer to shut the door and move on with other things, and you forget, the next time you go to wear it, you're going to look and feel like 20 pounds of potatoes in a 5-pound sack. So do whatever you have to do, set the timer, make a note, but boy, don't stick that sucker in the dryer. The other thing it says is, do not dry clean. Okay. I really did not need somebody to tell me not to take this to the dry cleaners. Hell, I don't want to go in and try to talk to some young kid with spiky purple hair and pierced eyebrows, trying to explain what this thing is. I mean, I'd rather have a migraine. It'd be less painful, right? So, yeah, no, we're not going to do that. Now, the other thing, when you're looking at the back of the box, you're going to see a size chart. Now, this particular product goes from size small to 3X. So, speaking as a gal that bought on the X side of the chart, I'm going to say, really? There's a need for a small body shaper? That's an oxymoron to me. It's like saying perky double Ds. Those words don't go together. So I guess I'm going to say to you, if you actually fall into the size small, skinny bitch, save your money. You don't need this product. Go buy a double cheeseburger, french fries, milkshake, and supersize it. Okay? Don't need it. Save your money. I'm doing you a favor here. Doing you a favor. The other thing that it occurred to me is, if you're a single gal and you're dating, and you're thinking the guy might get lucky that night, yeah, don't wear this. Really. He's going to be out the door before you can say good time. It's a turnoff. Well, for most people anyway. On the other hand, if you've been trying to dump the dude for a while, this just might be the ticket. This just might be the way to go. Now, what I really have found that I really like is I have been able to kick my weapons of mass destruction that I have around the house to the curb in favor of my new best friend. You know which weapons I'm talking about. Elliptical, treadmill, stationary bike. Oh, yeah, get rid of it. Stick it in the done it, don't now crap pile. Of course, in my case, that's my basement or my garage, or the storage unit. But anyway, get rid of it because you're really, really going to love this. This gives class to those too tight sweaters and those cheap thin tops. But wait, that's not all. In my case, once I'm done with the bra and the body shaper, I no longer look like a younger version of Mrs. Doubtfire. Yay! I no longer look like a lighter version of Medea. Yay! And I kind of put a snug camisole on top of it to kind of pull the colors in and help further tame the twins. But I do need to say, in the spirit of full disclosure, that if you're still having those personal power surges, yeah, wearing this body shaper, going to make you feel like a sweating pig in a blanket. So just be mindful of that. Other than that little problem, it's kind of like, well, it's like super glue, but it's a lot easier to take off. Hey, thanks for taking a mini pause, joining me for some sit-down comedy. Until we meet again, take care. Green acres.